Hey guys, so today I'm on a rekey and the customer has this little lock on their back gate and they want it removed. They don't know the combination anymore and this thing has been sitting here. And it's funny because you usually see these things on like a school locker. You don't really see it on a gate. It's just to keep the kids from running into kind of the back wash here. But they just want it removed. We're going to, you know, we're not going to pick it, we're going to decode it. But if they want to keep it, we can reset their code to whatever they want it to be, and I'll show you guys how to do that as well. Um, I'm actually not even going to charge them for this one. It's not going to take very long at all. Again, I don't know what the code is, but these things are so cheap. I mean, yeah, bolt cutters would just do the trick if they wanted to, but we're just going to take this off. So the quickest way to do these, one thing I'll note, the newer the lock, the more you're going to hear like a thunk sound when you get to the right wheel. Because this one's been sitting here for a while, you're probably not going to hear it. The amount of times it's probably been used and abused, and again, the weather, you're probably not going to hear it, but you will notice when you do this, some of the letters are just worn off, but we're going to spin each wheel individually, and you're going to notice that one wheel, when you get to this line here, is going to kind of have a tougher time moving left and right. You're going to feel heavy tension. They're all going to feel pretty soft except for one. That's usually how these things work. So we're going to go ahead and just loosen up all the wheels here. And we're going to pull downward on the shackle, not too hard. If you pull too hard, they're all going to bind up and you're going to think every letter is yours. Just like moderate tension. And we're just going to spin each wheel, and you can feel how loose they're going to be. So E feels pretty loose, N feels loose, L feels loose, T is binding. So a point of reference that you guys could use, so you have these little notches in between each letter. When you get to the letter that's binding, you're going to notice it's only going to go about to that notch in both directions. So T here, it only wants to go about there. And to this side, let me put some tension. He only wants to go about here. About here. About here. So let's go to S. I'll let up the tension a little bit. And see how loose the S is? It just wants to keep going. We go back to T and it stops me. So we're just going to call that a T. And we're going to go to our next wheel and feel for looseness here. And S, this little piece is kind of messing with me here. It feels like S wants to bind a little bit. Let's put T back where he goes. And S feels tight. We can keep checking the other letters, but that just goes over easily. So S feels tight. So we're just going to call this an S. Usually the first one that feels tight is going to be the one. We're going to go here to wheel number 2 and feel A. That's kind of soft. H. And because it's a word, usually it's going to start spelling something, so that's another hint. ST. So, I mean, sometimes people use like initials. H, nothing. L, nothing. T, nothing. R, nothing. Y, easy. Whatever letter that is. I think it's a U. O, I, E, could be like test. super soft. A. Ooh. A is, as you can see, he's even dragging that S over. So A feels like the letter here. So now when you feel like you have all the letters, we're just gonna try P for past. Ooh, that felt loose. Probably not a J. M, mast, dast, bast, nast, last. That's cool. So, last. So, let's say that now we have it apart here. Let me just tilt this up just a little bit so I can see it now. Zoom back just a bit. So now that we have our combination of last, so what you're going to do is keep the lock open, turn it upside down, take a flathead screwdriver or a coin, and there's a little dot right here and a dot here. You're just going to spin him up, and we can change him now to, we'll just change him over to nest because it's really easy. So you just slide the wheels over. We'll keep ST and we'll just change LA to NE. Turn it back, spin it back, and now it's nest. Now if we go over to lest, nothing, best, nothing, nest, open. So pretty simple, pretty easy. I wouldn't use these on gates. I wouldn't use them on anything you really care about. Usually with a gate though, it's for kids, so it's just to keep them out of this yard here. And I mean, for what it is, these are like $10, $12 locks. So you could use it for a school locker, but that's probably about all it's good for. But if this helped you guys today, hopefully it did. You guys can feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.